Have you ever felt like you've given everything in a relationship, bent over backward to make someone happy, and yet no matter how hard you try, you still feel unloved and neglected? Today I'm here to share a truth that might be hard to hear, but is absolutely essential. No one will love you until you understand this about yourself. You see, the secret to genuine love isn't hidden in what you do for others. It's hidden in how you see yourself. Every relationship you experience is a mirror reflecting your inner world, your beliefs, your wounds, and the love you have for yourself. As Carl Jung once said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. This means that the way you think and feel about yourself, often without even realizing it, shapes the love you receive from others. Let's break this down. If you constantly feel neglected, if you always find yourself chasing after affection and attention, it might not be because you're not lovable. It could be because deep inside, you haven't yet healed the wounds that tell you you're not enough. Every person who enters your life acts as a mirror. They show you the parts of yourself that remain unhealed, the parts you may have hidden away out of fear. And until you learn to accept those parts, real, unconditional love will always seem just out of reach. Think about your childhood for a moment. Many of us grew up hearing things like, "I love you only if you behave," or "love is earned by being perfect." These messages stick with us, even if we're not fully aware of them. They become the blueprint for how we expect love to work in our adult lives. And if you believe that love must be earned, then you're destined to chase after it in all the wrong places. You end up in relationships where you're constantly trying to prove your worth instead of simply being who you are. This is why the pattern repeats itself. You give endlessly, always putting others first, hoping that by sacrificing your own needs, you'll finally be loved. But here's the truth. Real love is not conditional. It's not something you can win over with sacrifices or by bending over backwards. True love, whether it's from another person or the love you have for yourself, comes when you accept every part of who you are, even the parts you've tried to hide. Consider this. If you're constantly apologizing for being yourself or trying to explain why you deserve love, you're giving away your power. You're saying that your feelings aren't important unless validated by someone else. But what if instead you stopped explaining? What if you started holding yourself in the highest regard? When you do that, you begin to change the energy around you. You start attracting people who see your true worth, people who love you for exactly who you are, not just for what you do for them. It's also important to understand that the suffering you experience in relationships isn't a matter of bad luck, or because you choose the wrong people. It's because you're carrying unconscious beliefs about love that were formed long ago. Beliefs that tell you you must earn love, that you're only worthy of affection if you're perfect. And until you challenge these beliefs, you'll keep attracting situations that mirror them back to you. So how do you change this cycle? The answer lies in radical self-acceptance and healing. Begin by looking at yourself honestly. Notice the thoughts that come up when you think about being loved. Do you hear voices from the past telling you that you're not enough? Recognize those voices for what they are, old wounds and outdated beliefs that no longer serve you. Embrace your shadow, that hidden part of yourself filled with insecurities, fears, and unresolved pain. Only when you accept and integrate your shadow can you truly change the way you relate to love. Remember, no one can love you unconditionally until you learn to love yourself unconditionally. This isn't a selfish act, it's a necessary foundation for healthy, authentic relationships. When you start nurturing your inner self, you'll find that you no longer need to chase after love. Instead, love will begin to find you. Along the way, keep these lessons in mind. Every pain gives a lesson. Each hurt, each disappointment, and every heartbreak is an opportunity to learn and grow. And your habits shape your future. The way you treat yourself today will determine the kind of love you attract tomorrow. And trust takes time. Just as trust is built slowly and can be broken in seconds, self-love is a journey that requires patience and consistency. Silence is powerful. Sometimes the best response is to remain silent, letting your actions and quiet strength speak for you. Your worth is non-negotiable. No matter what anyone says, you are inherently valuable. True love honors that value without conditions. When you begin to see yourself through a lens of compassion and acceptance, you'll start to notice a shift. The way others treat you will change because you no longer give them permission to treat you as less than you deserve. Instead of chasing after fleeting signs of affection, you'll attract relationships that are deep, nourishing, and affirming. Think of it like this. If you keep searching for love in the wrong places, you're only reinforcing the belief that you're unlovable. But if you turn inward, if you focus on healing and understanding your true worth, you create a powerful magnet for the kind of love that lasts. A love that isn't based on conditions or the need to prove yourself. As you move forward on this journey, be patient with yourself. True transformation takes time. It may be uncomfortable to face the parts of yourself you've long ignored, but know that this process is the only way to break free from the cycle of rejection and self-doubt. Embrace every step, every fall, and every moment of self-discovery. After all, a mistake that makes you humble is better than an achievement that makes you arrogant. In the end, the love you have always sought from others begins with the love you give yourself. When you stop chasing external validation, you open the door to a richer, more fulfilling life. One where your heart is whole and your spirit is free. Real love isn't something you have to earn or fight for. It's something you become when you truly accept and honor who you are. If these insights resonate with you, please subscribe to our channel, share this video with someone who needs to hear this message, and leave a comment with your own experiences. Remember, the journey to self-love is the most important one you'll ever take. Until next time, take care of yourself, cherish your worth, and know that the love you seek is already within you.